Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions back with you. I'm Tom.
I'm Shane.
And this is TMNT, Season 2, Episode 16. So Shane, last time we had a little one-off with a little D&D hearkening.
Yeah, we had Sir Malachi, although it wasn't really Sir Malachi.
Right.
It was just a lonely kid. He turned into a mutant, and he just wanted someone to play D&D with. And I think that's cute, but they were locked in the world, and April was trapped in this bubble thing. It's one of those episodes I think you just had to allow yourself to enjoy. If all we had was episodes that advance the main story, this whole show would be like a season long.
Right. It was fun. It was fun.
And that's what matters. It was fun, and it was probably a good way for the creators use their love for D&D and all things nerd.
Right.
Because sometimes, as a creator, you want to like pull from other genres and like, well, how can you do the Ninja Turtles? Oh yeah, we're mutants, and we can have hallucinogens because they have the mushrooms and shit too.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool. And they also had the weapons, the different weapons, which was pretty cool.
Yep.
Anyways, basically the main story up to this point is, I think, Karai. She's been told that Splinter's her real father, and Shredder lied to her. I don't know if she has accepted it yet, though. I think she's having a crisis of self.
She's feeling some conflict for sure.
She's feeling some conflict for sure, yeah. Anyways, guys, we're on Season 2, Episode 16. Guys, if you want to support us, we have Patreon, where we have 1 and 2 week early access. And we are working on 3 and 4 week early access as well to add to our Patreon right now. And by the time this is up, maybe it'll be actually in effect. So if it is, that's great. Go there and support us if you like what we do. We appreciate it. Guys, let's jump in.
Baxter Stockman, I ordered you to build me a mutant army, and you give me this?
No, don't you see? It swims, flies, and knows Taekwondo. It's a triple threat. And it quacks.
You have failed me too many times.
No, I've got plans. Huge plans. Mutant pigs and rhinos.
Pigs?
Cowboy and Bebop.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. Cowboy and Bebop is the show.
Can't. I wouldn't be of any use to you as a mutant. Don't.
I am not a man of idle threats.
There's nothing wrong with idle threats.
Wouldn't that be awful?
I would have run towards them. Dude, that's terrible,
Terrible, man.
I've been up for like 1,000,000 hours.
This time, it's gonna work. We'll finally be able to turn your dad human again. I'm adding a sample of your DNA. So brace yourself. Okay, mutant cells, please turn normal. Ow. I did it! I really did it! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
You really did it?
Did what?
Invent pizza that doesn't get soggy in milk?
Oh.
I finally made it. Retro mutagen, you guys! Key to turning Mr. O'Neill human again. And you too, Sensei.
Human once more? Save April's father first, and then I will consider it.
Consider it.
Ooh, what if I turn myself human again? I wonder what I look like. What up?
We were never human to begin with, genius. We just turned back into turtles.
I've only
I wonder if that's a voice actor. Like if that's what the voice actor looks like.
One for Master Splinter. We can find your dad and change him back.
I'm just speechless. Thank you. Thank you so much, Donnie. You're the best. Mwah.
Jesus, dude.
I'm a freak. I'll never be taken seriously as a scientist. Wait. Yes. Be normal again. Better than normal. Twice the man Stockman was.
Stinkman! Where are you? I want to see what you turned into. Scared to show yourself, Stinkman? It's not like you can get much uglier.
Jeez Louise.
Show yourself, mutant.
So now he can just fly away.
Right.
And then Shredder couldn't use him anymore.
That's gross.
Not a... Dude, why does this show gotta be gross sometimes?
Damn.
Dad.
Oh!
All right, April, hang back. We don't want to rile up your dad like last time.
But I can help. I can calm him down.
It's the turtles. They're close. Now I have the power to squash them like
That's
bugs.
just...
It repulses me.
repulses me. He's probably gonna mess this up. Just do it.
Just do it, yeah. I mean, come on.
Dad! No!
Give me the Retro Mutagen now! Retro Mutagen mine!
No! Get your claws off that file! No!
God
Oh,
damn it,
man.
dude! Son of a bitch!
Let me go, you ugly germ farm!
I know who that is. It's Derek Stockboy.
Baxter Stockman!
Look at that Cloakia or whatever the fuck that is in the middle.
More Retro Mutagen. Or the girl mutates with me.
Wow, we really messed that one up.
I only have one vial left.
Don't worry, Donnie. We'll get her back and make her dad human again.
Let's hope so. Let's really hope so.
What did you...
Oh, man. What am I gonna do?
Leonardo informed me of the situation. You must split up to rescue April and to find her father.
Sorry, Sensei. This is all the Retro Mutagen I have left.
I may not be human, but I am fortunate enough to have my humanity. Save Kirby.
Good point.
Yeah, because sometimes you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Imagine feeling like this monster, like losing your family and feeling turned into a monster.
Yeah.
So, you and me are bat wrangling tonight, Mikey.
You know what that means, right?
Please don't.
The return of Turf Flido.
You annoy me to no end.
Baxter, you don't have to do this. Donnie can help you. He can make more Retro Mutagen.
If he fails, I have a backup plan.
So do I.
Oh, man.
You go here, and I press the button. You fall, and I jump in. We come apart, and then we come together.
Dropping us into a vat of ooze isn't going to save you.
No! This is only way. Only way.
Why is her ass right in the camera?
Turtles! You tried, yes. Tried to sneak in. No Retro Mutagen. No trade.
Baxter, stop! Let us help you. We don't want to hurt you. Well, Casey does.
Guys?
Not fast enough.
Oh, fuck! No, I know they're gonna use it on her, but God.
To become one. Eat it, bud.
Oh, man. I wasn't expecting that.
You don't want that shit on you now.
Right.
Nice catch, Donnie.
April, you're okay. You're immune to mutagen. That's why your DNA worked to create retro mutagen.
Amazing.
Got him on the run, Leo. Get over here before I let him eat Mikey.
No problem. We're on our way. Get your claws off of me!
Razar.
I heard you say retro mutagen. I can become human again.
Look at his ribs.
On second thought, we might be a little late.
Back, you hideous arthropod!
Me, retro mutagen.
Get off of him! No!
We found April's dad. Let's get out of here.
Such a nice, sharp, slick, satisfying movements, right?
Give me that vial before Stockman uses it. That retro mutagen belongs to me.
It's gaining on us! Firing garbage cannons!
Take a right! Now a left! Down this way!
How do you know?
I just do!
I'd be
I
thrown
told you
up.
I get...
Math! Kirby, that looks the same.
It's like the Batman thing from the 60s.
Wait! Let me talk to him. Stay calm, Dad. We're here to help
It's
you.
like pulsating thing on its head.
Yeah, it looks like a tumor. Like a tumor.
Sorry this took so long, Mr. O'Neill. Just a quick spray on your skin, and you'll be good as new.
I thought you had to inject him.
Again?
Let's move, turtles! Now let's get that vial back.
Again.
You and Casey stay put and keep an eye on your dad.
So, Dad?
You getting one of those feelings again?
Nope. Just a bad idea.
Oh, right, using him.
Childproof cap.
Taste the sting of Turflido! Buzz, buzz!
Nice hit, Turflitter! Mikey! Hey!
I love it when their eyes white out like that.
Me too.
Yes! Get him, Dad! Knock him out of the sky!
So, we're like riding your giant mutant dad? This is so
Oh, you're right, you can see the vein.
Yeah, dude.
He's getting away!
Oh, no, you don't! Get him, Dad!
This is a pretty exciting episode.
It is. Everyone's being kind of careless with it, though. If you drop it,
And the idea is like they're ninjas and they're mutants, heightened senses, you know? They're lucky that didn't break though.
Go, Dad! No!
that's what I was afraid of.
Go and rub yourself in it, right? Imagine the PTSD and the nightmares and shit you'd have from that experience.
All right!
Yes! Kirby's back!
One drop enough?
I can't believe it! I missed you so much!
April? What happened? Where am I? And why am I nude?
Dude, when you hear what happened, you are gonna laugh so hard.
You did it, Donnie! You're the best of the best of the best! Mwah!
2 kisses in 1 day. Eat it, Casey Jones. Eat it!
Pow, chicka, pow, pow!
Stockman flies, Turflido's ultimate superhero enemy. I'll find him! Buzz, buzz!
Enough with the buzz, buzz!
Don't. Buzz, buzz, dog!
Ah! I'm sorry, Master Splinter. I wanted to change you back, but I swear, If it's the last thing I do, I'll...
Do not fret, my son. I am content with what I have become. I have no place in the human world anymore. This is my home, and you four are my family.
Well, look at you, stink bug. I'd squash you right here. But Shredder has other plans for you.
I have one last mutant I want you to create, or I will pluck your wings like the lowly insect you are.
Yes, Master Shredder. Thank you for your generosity.
Jeez. No, that was a really good episode,
Yeah.
but it really knows how to gross us out, doesn't it?
You know, it can never... I know that they had the ice cream kitty,
Yeah.
but they can never have, like, cute, cuddly creatures that morph. It's always these disgusting vermin.
And I guess he was a kind of a fan favorite. And reading the comments, now I wish we would have talked about him a little more. But, you know, I guess to me, I think he needs to have a reoccurring part in the show for me to, like, be ice cream kitty. You know what I mean?
Of all the mutagen changing specimen, he was probably the least disgusting. He was disgusting, but not as disgusting.
Disgusting that Michelangelo is licking him and shit. That was just weird to me.
But these, like, you talking about this fly and, you know, Razar with, you know, his ribs and it's gross.
The Turtles and Splinter got lucky, you know, didn't they?
Well, and that's why, you know, I thought Splinter's comment was interesting when he said, you know, I've at least retained my humanity.
And that was a good piece of dialogue right there. They really did a great job with Splinter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hearing that old Japanese wisdom. So Donnie finally cracked retro mutagen, and I'm just ecstatic about that. But I think it's great that they put a cap on it. They just can't. It's really hard to make, and it's something that we won't have very often.
Right.
And yeah, so April is immune.
I kind of suspected that might be the case, the way it was kind of gearing up. But
Well, towards the end, I thought it was going to be the case, but if not, I thought, well, they were just going to use their retro mutagen on her instead of her dad. You know what I mean?
But the central thing of this whole episode with the retro mutagen, I've never stopped and considered, you know, what if there was something that could change, like Splinter, for example, change him back to human? That never crossed my mind. I never considered it.
Well, in the original cartoon in 1987, that was, I think, in the first episode. Like, the Turtles were raised to be vengeance for Splinter. That was kind of the original idea. The cartoon, obviously, from the 80s is a little more fun and goofy.
Right.
But that's, like, one of the first lines of dialogue in that show was, we're going to find Oroku Saki, Shredder, and force him to change our master back to human. It's an idea. I don't think, when this show's all said and done, I don't think Splinter's going to change back. Mm-hmm. I think he's a guy who just accepts, and he's got peace with himself, peace within. So, Michelangelo, I wonder what the voice actor looks like. You know, if, you know, that guy, I mean, they didn't just pull some random guy. Why not get the voice actor? It makes the most sense, right?
You know what I thought of when they did that was, I don't know how much you've ever watched SpongeBob, but they'll do that on the SpongeBob show. They'll randomly pop up like some human face on the show.
I haven't watched a lot. I mean, when I was younger, I saw the first couple seasons when it came out, but I watched the movie frequently, the first one. And David Hasselhoff was in it. I thought that was really funny. But I'm wondering if that's a voice actor. Let us know in the comments, guys. April being immune, like, that's got something to do, obviously, with her abilities. Like, she's got some mental abilities. I can't remember what it's called, but she can some kind of psychosis, not psychosis, but whatever it is, it's all wrapped up with that.
Right.
And it's probably going to be pivotal to the main plot, and you know, whatever it is in the future. It's always enjoyable for me when the Turtles recede into their shells.
You know, I noticed that before. Was it Donnie that went flying into the dumpster, and I was going to actually make a comment about that while we were watching the show. I think that's funny. So
it happens in the first Ninja Turtle movie, and it happens in the third Ninja Turtle movie. Michelangelo does it when someone swings an axe at him, and then Leonardo does it when they fire like a cannon at his head. He just goes in his shell. So it's always enjoyable. You were right. Their dad only had one drop, which is inconsistent with what Don said. At first he said, oh, this is only one dose. And then the dose broke, and it turned out it was only half. Oh, now we only have one dose. And then one drop of that was enough to change him. So you really had like 2,000 doses. I know it definitely provided good tension. But they could have like showed him, you know, they could have showed him flying underneath a huge wave waterfall of it. It didn't have to be a drop.
Yeah, and I think the important takeaway is, hey, look, now we know that there's a vaccine, essentially a cure for it, which is good. Yeah. So,
did you have a favorite moment of the show, or one that made you laugh the most?
I keep hearkening back to this, and we've talked about this, I know, on several episodes for sure. But I just think that Shredder's little one-line insults are hilarious.
Well, because I was editing a few of these a while ago, that is something that you frequently point out that you love.
I just think, like, I know we've talked about this too, but as far as like Disney villains and stuff, I think of like Jafar. Okay, so like I don't know if you've seen the second one, Return of Jafar.
Yeah, I have, and the third.
You know when he's just sitting there, he's like, "Come, Marva Small, we have other lives to ruin." It's just like he's so wickedly evil, but it's so comically mischievous at the same time.
Abismal is one of my favorite, like, villains.
Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
he is hilarious. So, did you watch the Aladdin cartoon series?
I remember watching it when I was young.
Yeah, it came out when we were pretty young.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was slightly, because it was on Disney. Like when I got satellite dish here at this house, which is like essentially cable for me.
Right.
When I was 13 or 14. So I was older, and it was on in the mornings before school on like Toon Disney. I watched that show, and Timon and Pumbaa.
Good show.
I loved them. Oh. And it's like, dude, these are legit great Aladdin stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some are really good. But Abismal, he's funny, scummy man. You know, Zach would love that fun scumminess. I mean, he's hilarious, man. One last thing, Baxter Stockman, we all knew he was going to be, I don't know if you knew, but I knew he was going to be a fly, and this is definitely the most disgusting version of it.
Yeah.
It's great, though. It's definitely the teeth. Like, in the original, like, he just looked more toony, and, like, he had, like, the sucker always coming out all the time. Still disgusting, but this is by far the most disgusting. So,
yeah, giant insects like that. The idea that, and I know spiders aren't exactly insects, but whatever. No. So I think
arthropods.
Yeah, so I think of like, I always thought like Shelob off of Shelob, you know, from Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
I always thought the most disgusting thing about her was the fact of that those I don't know what they're called, the things that like pull food into its mouth.
Yeah.
Just the idea of being between those and being sucked into its mouth with all the I don't know.
The horror.
Yeah.
The horror and the indignity of it.
Like the idea
of it eating and getting shit out by something.
Like the fly just spewing out, vomiting this.
Because it's got to break it down and then it sucks it up. Yeah, it's disgusting, dude. I know there's a generation of Turtle fans who this was their Turtles. Like, this was their Turtles they grew up with. I'm so glad to be watching it because it's so good. It's not what I grew up with. It's definitely goes out of its way to be like, oh, like, this is, mutagen is disgusting.
Yeah.
And when what happens to you is disgusting, which also means you should be afraid. Like, if it was like, you know, the 80s, 90s show, it wasn't as disgusting. It was more fun and like, oh, you turned into that, you know?
Yeah, there's...
What would I turn into? But here it's like, no, you do not want mutagen on you.
Yeah, there's a serious undertone to the consequences of this stuff.
There is, yeah. Anyways, guys, if you want to support us, just check out our Patreon. We have the next 2 weeks on there, and hopefully the 3rd and the 4th here soon. And we appreciate you guys. Mario, we love you, man. Leave several comments. Helps out the video in the algorithm. Guys, we're out here.
Thanks.